Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special Rooster Teeth based video that I'm very excited to share with you guys today. So a couple days ago, I was contacted by a staff member over at Rooster Teeth Productions who extended an offer for me to be one of the first people to take an early look and test out their new Rooster Teeth mobile app that they've been working on. As some of you guys may know, the Rooster Teeth engineering team who are working on both the new website and the mobile app hosted an Ask Me Anything over on Reddit yesterday, answering dozens of community questions regarding the changes and updates to both platforms, and if you haven't seen that, I will leave a link to that in the description. And if you're interested, they'll also be hosting an engineering live stream on Tuesday, March 27th, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But for this video, I'm going to give you all an exclusive sneak peek at the brand new mobile app, all of its new and recurring features, and provide a side-by-side comparison from the current app for better clarification. I would also like to personally say thank you very much to Rooster Teeth for giving me this opportunity to help you guys with sharing your plans with the community at large, and hopefully this video makes you guys there very proud. And lastly, before we jump into things, I just want to give a personal disclaimer to anybody watching this right now. I want you guys to know that I am under no obligations whatsoever to do anything more than enjoy this new app. This video is in no way, shape, or form sponsored, financially endorsed, or arranged in any way by Rooster Teeth Productions, and for added measure, I am not going to be monetizing this video. At the very most, I was given permission to talk about the app, my thoughts on it, and everything else, giving you guys information and clarity on it as it moves closer and closer to its full release, and I just want to be 100% transparent with you guys on that. There's also going to be additional details and information for the general public at the end of the video, but without further ado, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave your thoughts and your feedback in the comment section of this video so that way, you know, Rooster Teeth staff or people in general can just read the feedback and see how everyone is handling and taking and, you know, kind of absorbing this information. And without further ado, let's get into it. As I mentioned, this is the iOS version of the Rooster Teeth app, but do not worry as there will be also an Android version available at launch. But for iOS, you will also need to be on iOS 10.0 or higher to run the app, so be sure to keep that in mind. So this is my iPhone 6 home screen running on iOS 11, and yes, before anyone mentions it, I am aware that I have a shit ton of email notifications. Leave me alone. So I'm sure most of you guys watching this video are already familiar with the current Rooster Teeth app, so I am going to be focusing heavily on the new app, showing you guys its new and recurring features, with the old app on the left side of the screen and the new app on the right side of the screen for side-to-side comparison. So the first thing that you'll notice when you boot up the app is the updated startup screen, which has been changed from the simple Rooster Teeth first screen to the compilation of Rooster Teeth series. So here we have the new home or browser screen, which gives you the first look at the new tight and sleek app design. So comparatively, you'll notice that the old horizontal header of the current app, which showcases the sub-channels of Rooster Teeth, has changed, and though this is the pre-release version, the Rooster Teeth store tab has been removed completely from the app. There is no word as to whether or not this will be added in the official launch, but it is a question worth asking during the live stream next week, so be sure to keep that in mind. So the browser tab features all of the Rooster Teeth sub-channels such as Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter, Funhouse, and the like, with much easier access and navigation, and it also has a new header which features different series, this week being the new 2D animated series Nomad of Nowhere. So selecting one of these sub-channels, Rooster Teeth for example, it'll bring you to a subsection featuring all of the shows and series under that Rooster Teeth banner, such as Always Open, the Rooster Teeth Podcast, and RWBY. You can also browse the channels via recent episodes or series. Recent episodes arranges shows by upload order, while series is a playlist format of all series that can be simplified by searching alphabetically or by date added, which is very convenient. So for navigation purposes, I will give you a scenario. I want to watch RWBY Season 2 Episode 1. So I would go to Rooster Teeth, which you can also shortcut by scrolling the line instead of clicking on it. Select RWBY, choose Filter Search, Season 2, and boom, you're there. And unlike the current app, you can now post your own comments or read other submitted comments as you're watching the episode concurrently. But since I'm doing this video, I can't watch RWBY right now, so I'm going to hit this little plus button, and we'll come back to this in a bit. Next, we have the Recent tab, which is its own section that keeps track of shows across all sub-channels that are added and updated. You can also view them as all on the top left-hand corner, which shows every updated channel by date added. Moving on from there, there's something very special for Rooster Teeth First and Double Gold members. For Rooster Teeth First and Double Gold members, the Live tab is probably the most improved aspect of the entire app. Here you'll get a schedule of all of Rooster Teeth's weekly live streamed shows, but most importantly is the inclusion of live chat both on the website and the mobile app. So for example, when a show goes live, instead of the typical, you know, use the hashtag RT podcast or anything like that, instead of seeing tweets from Twitter, you can chat with fellow first members or double gold members, staff employees in real time while you're all watching the same stream, which I personally think is awesome. And of all of my concerns regarding the Rooster Teeth community, the website, and the app as a whole, this was by far the #1 request that I'm really happy to see that they're improving on. I've voiced my opinion on this in the past, but I personally think that social media is both a gift and a curse because it does do a number in splintering the communities off. You know, you have your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Tumblrs, your Instagrams, your Reddit posters, but I personally feel like having a source of central communication on the app and on the website in the moment is the best way to unify us in the long term. So, you know, events like Extra Life and things like that are gonna blossom so much now because of this update. So major kudos to you guys over at the engineering team. And wrapping up this initial sneak peek, we have the watch list tab, which acts as your personal queue for shows and episodes that you want to put on a queue and watch when you can, but it can now also be tailored to what you watch specifically. So earlier I mentioned that I wasn't able to watch that RWBY episode because of the fact that I'm recording this video. So for individual episodes, I can come back to the watch list and pick up where I left off. But let's just say there are people out there who only watch specific shows and series across all Rooster Teeth media. So for myself personally, I enjoy shows like the Rooster Teeth podcast, Always Open, RWBY, as well as shows like RWBY Proper and Off Topic. So what I would do is I would go to each of those individual shows, I would click the little plus button as I go to those to preview the overall series. So now if I go back to my watch list, all of my favorite series are categorized, so all I have to do is choose one, filter the recent season or year that it's currently airing, and scroll all the way down to the recent release. And for me personally, I actually really like this new tailored watch list update, especially because I know that there's a lot of fans out there who probably are Rooster Teeth fans, but they don't consume every little piece of content that Rooster Teeth updates. Maybe they like something from RWBY, or maybe they like one thing from Achievement Hunter and one thing from Funhouse, one thing from, you know, The Know, one thing from Screw Attack. And instead of going to all of these different places and losing yourself in the process, you know, they have a spot where they can actually be like, okay, I like this show, I like this show, I like this show. Once they're updated, all I have to do is go to my watch list, go by series, and boom, I know when something is updated. It'll keep me informed, and I don't feel like I'm getting lost in the mix of everything on the website or the app. So personally, I think that this is a great improvement overall. And as a final mention, I will say that in the top right-hand corner, you will have your profile icon, which offer a few select app settings as of right now. They might improve it as the full version gets closer and closer to release. But for right now, the few app settings that they have are push notifications, notify when new videos are posted, and autoplay, which, you know, those are all pretty useful, but for the most part, that is what we have currently. And to give you guys a little bit of extra information, Rooster Teeth Productions is going to be announcing the official release date of both the new website and the app later this week. They're also going to be releasing a public Android app beta down the line. Unfortunately, they do not have the means to be able to do a full-on iOS public beta app, so hopefully this video suffices for you iPhone users out there. But for the most part, that is the sneak peek of the preview version of the upcoming Rooster Teeth mobile app. I'd like to say thank you to Rooster Teeth again for extending this early access invitation to me. I hope the majority of you guys who watched this video enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited and look forward to the full public release down the road. Again, like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments, leave your feedback for Rooster Teeth staff if they happen to check out this video and read the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you guys are excited for the new app, and until then, I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care.